What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pace Studio here in Midtown Manhattan, New York City. We are here with some very special guests today. These are the Happy Fits. What's going on, guys?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming all the way from Jersey. I know it's a tough slog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
too bad. We're used to it now, coming to New York a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough commute, Path riders, maybe?
Oh, we have a personal friend called Mr. P who drives us in because he works in the city.
Oh, wow.
Sounds
That's
so
rare.
familiar.
That's rarefied air, man.
Yeah.
These guys put out an EP in 2016 called Awfully Appealing, and I know they're working on some new music too. We're going to hear a little bit of both. So let's start it off with a song. Tell me a little bit about this first one.
This song's called Dirty Imbecile, and it's about how people can feel really insecure about themselves sometimes, but also feel really hateful to themselves too at the same time.
It's a really positive song. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
If I'm so smart and I'm so pretty, damn this town and damn this city, you never give me anything that I want. No one seems to really care, they're just wholly unaware of all the blood and sweat I cry before dawn. But you won't understand all the things that I am, 'cause I'm crazy in just too many ways. But I get a little feel when my heart starts beating, lungs stop breathing, all my fibers say to run away. Count my little scars, I've got dozens down inside. I come complete and invincible behind my dirty imbecile. All these things I've tried, boy, be cute, be dumb, be wise, be all. So don't tell me what to feel in the darkness of this atmosphere. Love my mom and love my daddy, sure they mess me up, but that is voices that they left inside of my head. Darling dearest, don't you see, I'm tough, I'm smart, I'm bourgeoisie, and I'll play out this lie until we're all dead. But you won't understand all the things that I am, 'cause I'm crazy in just too many ways. But I get a little feel when my heart starts beating, lungs stop breathing, all my fibers say to run away. Count my little scars, I've got dozens down inside. I come complete and invincible behind my dirty imbecile. All these things I've tried, boy, be cute, be dumb, be wise, be young. So don't tell me what to feel in the darkness of this atmosphere.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So
best cause we've
you
ever
guys are Jersey guys. You went to high school together. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did this get started at that point, or were you off at college? You went to separate colleges, right? Or
Yeah.
go to
Yeah,
separate
we all
colleges?
went to different, and I'm a year older than them. So I was in college when they started playing
Yeah.
together, and I didn't even know what was going on.
We didn't talk once in high school.
Yeah.
So
He also graduated with me, too. So you're
Yeah.
technically in my grade. He's just a smarty pants.
yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't count
Year
really,
younger.
though.
Yeah.
So you guys were playing together when you were at school, and like this sort of got off the ground, or it seemed like, you know, when I was reading about how the EP got started, it seemed like you guys were, you know, you recorded this thing, it was on Spotify. It kind of like got this momentum almost by accident. What was
Yeah.
like? What were you envisioning for this when you guys got it together?
So we started like towards the end of senior year. Actually, Calvin and I started writing our own music, and the EP kind of shaped itself up. Actually, Dirty Imbecile was the first song that we kind of did together that started the idea of recording the EP. And then once we pretty much just recorded the EP for our friends, and we wanted to put it out in the summer right before we left as like kind of like oh, we're leaving, like we'll leave you with this kind of thing. And we all went our separate ways in college, and then the one track, While You Fade Away, we just started seeing the numbers rising on Spotify, and then we just started getting these random emails in, and we were like completely confused as to why that was happening. And then this guy, Tyler Miranda, he reached out to us, and he was like, yeah, I accidentally found your Spotify, like your band on Spotify, and
Because the cover, I actually made it on MS Paint, so it has,
Yeah, of like the banana.
So it's
yeah. The joke
So-
is that it's like
true work of art.
the banana's screaming because it's like when you're like peeling a banana, you're like peeling its skin off. But I don't think many people got the joke.
You're digging yourself
Right.
a deep
but
hole.
it caught his eye, and then he listened to it, and he really liked it. So he had a friend working at Spotify, and he called him up, and he was just like, hey, what can you do with this? And then he threw it on the Fresh Finds playlist on Spotify, and then one thing led to another, and now we're
Now you
kind
guys
of
are rock
doing it full
stars.
time. Yeah.
So, I mean, when you guys were getting it together, was this like the configuration? You were like, you know, we want to start a band with guitar and cello, and like this is how it's going to happen? Or was like, well, I play guitar, you play cello, let's try to figure out songs that will work that way?
We started covering songs just guitar and cello, and then I always wanted to write songs that had drums in them and like were really, really loud and like a lot like, you know, like the Killers or like the Strokes or something like that. So it kind of, for we have an upcoming album, it kind of drifted away from the acoustic feel of the EP a bit, because we had this guy join the band in like December.
I played on the EP, but I didn't really. I just went in and did the drums and kind of left and was at school.
Yeah, that was like the first time we actually played with Luke was in the studio while we were recording the EP.
Yeah.
Because I was the cheapest drummer they could
Yeah.
get.
Right.
And then our sound progressed from there with Luke being added to the band. And
I'm sure you're much more expensive now, clearly.
Oh, yeah. In college, I was like, $70 a night. That's a great deal.
So you guys are going to do a couple more for us. I think next one also from Awfully Appealing. Tell me a
Yeah.
little bit about this one.
This song's called While You Fade Away. Wrote it right after a breakup, and it's about heartbreak. What can I say?
Yeah.
Staring at the ground, gonna get much better, but you're thinking to yourself about it every day. Staring in the clouds is a big bright future, but you're never gonna get it if you never get a say. I got that love, I got that love, I got that love, little love that you leave me. Will you fade away inside my heart? It's a drum that's beating for you every single day. Bending over backwards, nobody want no bruises, but she knows how to see right through it. You change, but it's not enough. You change, but you never know what she wants, what you want, what she needs, what you need. Never know. She wants what you want, what she needs, what you need. Never know. She wants what you need and you need. I got that love, little love that you leave me. Will you fade away you every single day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I love the dual vocal leads. Was that always a part of the formula for you guys when you were writing?
Was it something that like I thought about until
Yeah.
we started doing this album? I was like, this is really weird and different, but it works for us.
The way it kind of started with us, Luke also sings a bunch too now. The way it kind of started was on the EP. There were certain things that I couldn't sing that he sang, and the certain things that he couldn't sing. Well, not that he couldn't sing it. It just sounded.
It's more comfortable in there.
Yeah. It was more comfortable in our
Which
different
kind of
ranges.
works now because he is the highest range. You're kind of like the mid and
It was-
I'm
yeah.
the lower. So
And
that
he had like
helps
a
lot.
really good like scream, like a scratchy voice that sounded like really painful and soul-y. That's why we used him on like a lot of the high parts. That song.
Right. Like the hired gun singer all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. So then, yeah, I mean, we just kind of kept that up with the album. pretty
Yeah.
much.
And so now you guys, the EP's been out a little while. You got a new song that you're going to do next. So, now that you're writing and this is like a thing, whereas, when you made this EP, it was more kind of like for yourselves. Does that change anything about how you sit down to write songs? Is it harder to write songs when you're like, okay, we're a band now, we have to write songs and make an album?
I think when they wrote the EP, it was kind of like it was 100% like them just being like, all right, this is a song. I guess we wrote it. It's not changing, and then we just put it out. And with the album, it's more of like we're like, all right, these are the song ideas, and then we went to Diamond City Studios with Ayad Aladami, and he's our co-manager now too, and he kind of like blew our minds of like, whoa, these songs can like, he's like, look at them from this perspective, or like maybe we should do this. So that kind of really shaped and molded the album, because a lot of the songs were like mismatch all over the place. We couldn't, we had a cello, so now we don't know what genre we are. So like that definitely like helped honed it in and made that album like, when everyone hears it, I think they'll think it's like nice sonic piece.
Yeah. Cool, man. We're all looking forward to it. And this
Thank
song is going to be on the new one, correct?
Yeah.
Tell me a little about this last song.
It's called Achey Bones. It was actually written right after While You Fade Away. We just didn't have the drums to pull it off yet. So we saved it. Also about the same said breakup. So it's about
All our
all the-
songs are really happy. Our name's really
Yeah.
ironic.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fell down the stairwell, had tripped on my feet. My heart got untied and laced with ennui. Dear Mr. Shoemaker, make me some please. How it'd be lovely to step on my dreams. I see, it's too true to believe. You were just lying next to me. Hear it all and brother, forget. See it all and say, hear it all and brother, forget. See it all and say, what you saying that I can't hold on? I love you if I'm gone. What you saying that I can't move on? I love you if I'm gone. See, in the way of the poorest, the lowest are lovely and lonely to find. See, in the way of the future, the way of the story, the way of the time. Hope is the way that I wanted to see. For as the good nightmares I was bereaved. Dear Mr. Sandman, please give me some sleep. How it'd be lovely to have all my dreams. I see, it's too true to believe. You were just lying next to me. Hear it all about the I forget. See it on say. Hear it all about the I forget. See it on say. What you say, but you can't get on. Would I love you if I let go? What you say, but you can't go on. Would I love you if I let go? See, in the way of the poorest, the lowest are lovely and lonely they find. See, in the way of the future, the way of the story, this town.
Now feel it down my achy bones, and you'll say,
Get up, get out of this town. Get up, get out of this town.
now see in the way of the poorest, the lowest, the lovely and only divine. See in the way of the future, the way of the story, the way of the story, the way of the way of the way of the time.
Hear it all the weather awful, yeah. See it all the set. Hear it all the weather awful, yeah. See it all the set. What you saying, but I can't hold on. Who I love you if I'm gone. What you saying, that I can't move on. Who I love you if I'm gone. See in the way of the poorest, the lowest, I love me and lonely to find. See in the way of the future, the way of the story. The future's divine.
Hey, thank you.
Nice, man. It's dangerous, the cello.
It
You
is.
can get,
With the end pin out.
you get a little precarious. Yeah, you gotta watch the bow. Everybody, these are the Happy Fits.
everyone.
And so the EP that came out is Awfully Appealing. You can find that in all of your local streaming services and whatnot, and pick that up. Obviously, the website is thehappyfits.com. Is that right?
Yes.
And there's some dates coming up. I know tomorrow night in Philadelphia,
Yes.
and then back here Friday night in New York City at KGB Bar downtown.
Yeah.
So go check these guys out and pick up Awfully Appealing, and look out for new music in 2018. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Very
Any hints as to when we can look out for that record?
Well, this first single is definitely dropping in February.
All right. Was that it, or was that not? Was Achey Bones the first single, or no?
Could be. We
Could
don't
be.
know.
All
Stay
right, yeah,
tuned.
we'll leave it mystery. That's all right. We can leave it mysterious. But everyone, check out the Happy Fits. These are great songs, and guys, thank you so much for coming to Paste and playing in our studio.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Having us.
Yeah.
Great.
Please come back. The record's out. We're gonna have you guys back to play again.
Awesome.
I'd love that.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.